This class is the first exposure many people have to Macintosh computers, so let's take a few moments to talk about what's different and what's similar to Windows computers. Well, first off, on Mac computers, we have something called Finder, and you can see we're running the Finder application right now. And this little guy down here is Finder. We can click on that at any time and go to the Finder program. Well, on Windows computers, that's called the Windows Explorer. On the Mac computer, we have something called System Preferences. And I'm going to start up System Preferences. And System Preferences allows you to change how things operate on the computer. Now, we don't have everything on here is not operable on the student account. Some of these things just don't work because they're just set. And your system prefs may look different from my system prefs because of the things that I run on my computer. On the Windows computer, it's called the control panel. On a Mac computer, we have something called applications. And applications are programs. And, well, in Windows, they're called programs. And you can look down on the dock, in this area down here on the bottom of the computer, and we can see all the applications or programs, if you want to call it that, that we have on our computers. We have Microsoft Office, we have the Adobe Creative Suite, we have browsers. There's a lot of different things that we have on these particular computers. On a Windows computer, you have something called a shortcut. The term that's used on a Mac is an alias, and they're both about the same thing. Windows computers have the taskbar. And I've already mentioned it on this computer. On the Mac computer, we have what we call the dock. By the way, when you see this little light, kind of little light below the application, that means that that particular application is actually running. It may be in the background, but it is there running. Also, my dock is set up so that it kind of expands a little bit when you put a mouse over it. You can set the dock up to be whatever you want. In fact, we can come up to the Apple, click, come down to where it says dock, and you can actually set it up so that your dock hides or is positioned to the left or the right. Turn magnification off. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. So if you're a particular person, you like the dock in a certain place, you can put it in that particular place. Just because your dock doesn't look like mine, that's not a problem, because you can actually move things around. If you like Google Chrome being in front of Firefox, you can actually pick it up and move it into a different position. On a Windows computer, you have the recycle bin. On a Mac computer, we have the trash can. And if you look at my trash can, we have some crumpled up pieces of paper in it. That means that there's some stuff inside my trash can. In fact, I can just click on it to see what's in there. And if these are things that you don't want, I'm going to close this off for a moment. You can go up to where it says Finder, click, drag down to Empty Trash, and it will empty the trash. Secure empty means that it makes multiple passes over the information that was there to make it harder for people using computer forensics to bring that information back up. And I'm going to go ahead and empty my trash can. And I don't know if you heard it or not, but there was a little sound of what sounded like wadding up paper and throwing it away. On Windows computers, you have search. On a Mac computer, we have Spotlight. I can click on this, and if I was looking for an application, I can start typing it in, and it will try to find what I'm looking for. If I was looking for the text editor, then the Spotlight program was able to find it very quickly. In order for Spotlight to work, it has to index what is on your computer, and indexing usually goes on in the background. Also, you'll hear about drop-down menus on a Windows computer. We have what we call pop-up windows, although it looks like it's dropped down, but it's called pop-up windows on a Macintosh computer. We'll talk about what you get and what you lose when you go to a Mac in the next video.